At RaiseCredit.com, business credit is the name of the game. Learn how to build credit that'll look like more money than you've ever dreamed of. Both Wall Street and Main Street offer untold riches to people with credit, and RaiseCredit.com can teach you how to get it. At RaiseCredit.com, business credit is the name of the game. Learn how to build credit that'll look like more money than you've ever dreamed of. Both Wall Street and Main Street offer untold riches to people with credit, and RaiseCredit.com can teach you how to get it. At RaiseCredit.com, business credit is the name of the game. Learn how to build credit that'll look like more money than you've ever dreamed of. Both Wall Street and Main Street offer untold riches to people with credit, and RaiseCredit.com can teach you how to get it. At RaiseCredit.com, business credit is the name of the game. Learn how to build credit that'll look like more money than you've ever dreamed of. Both Wall Street and Main Street offer untold riches to people with credit, and RaiseCredit.com can teach you how to get it. At RaiseCredit.com, business credit is the name of the game. Learn how to build credit that'll look like more money than you've ever dreamed of. Both Wall Street and Main Street offer untold riches to people with credit, and RaiseCredit.com can teach you how to get it. At RaiseCredit.com, business credit is the name of the game. Learn how to build credit that'll look like more money than you've ever dreamed of. Both Wall Street and Main Street offer untold riches to people with credit, and RaiseCredit.com can teach you how to get it. At RaiseCredit.com, business credit is the name of the game. Learn how to build credit that'll look like more money than you've ever dreamed of. Both Wall Street and Main Street offer untold riches to people with credit, and
all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun today. This is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. This is RaysWebinar.com. Ultimate goal to help everybody get to the $1 million dream. First, you can't take pictures and you can't videotape. You got to get a tablet and pen. You got to write it down to get it here. Now, here's my life in 2009. Can you imagine I brought in 100,000 as a kid, $1 million, a couple billion by the time I'm 26? I was doing pretty good. What do you think? Helping people, and I retired like you. But then that's July 4, 2009. We took out the corporate yacht to watch the fireworks. All right, you see, it's really weird for me. God gave me an IQ off the chart. We're totally recalling those things, having fun. Everything I ever touch turns to gold. And I like that. But the bottom line, the next day, look, I'm in a coma. I got to die. That kind of sucks. What do you think? So the bottom line is, what did we do? We took the corporate yacht out to watch the fireworks with people from the school, church, had fun. But here's me, July 5th, 2009, at 5:41. I thought I was in a dream. I really did. Then I heard my wife cry. Then I found out someone's stealing my life. That's not nice, but I said, God, let me go back, please. Let me take care of my wife and my kids. And that's why I got to come back to you. So guess what? I ended up having swine flu, pneumonia, H1N1. Could you imagine that? Someone came on my yacht and they were sick? Maybe, hell, they should have wore a mask that day. Maybe not like you. So guess what I had to do? If you fall off, get back up again, please. It's called building your dream, building your millions. Now, I don't want you to ever be a millionaire, because that'd make no sense. I want you to have a millionaire corporation, be an employee, and break even. You'll learn what that means after we go through this overview. Today is 2021 Fast Track, Blackjack year. Now, getting an 820 credit score is not hard to do in about 90 working days. I might have to ask you to do two things, but you're going to have to follow through. I want you to write down the Credit Services Act. Please write that down. I want you to Google it later today. It'll basically take you to the Federal Trade Commission. They'll tell you credit repair is a scam, not allowed to collect money up front. They even take you to the Credit Repair Organization Act too. Now, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago, security chief at TRW and Experian. Heck, I even made him the president of one of my companies years ago. So here's what I like to do for you. I'd like to do all the work for you. I'm going to offer my opportunity, your opportunity, to let me do it for you. In other words, here's 6 months of goals. I'd like to hand you a corporate credit card. So you get to write off the card, the interest rate. You can't do that on a personal card. Then I'd like to get you a corporation if you don't have one. I'll give you the articles, office tax ID for free. Now, I'd like you to write down and have the divisions they have for real estate. See, if you want 5 pieces of real estate, that's basically 10 liabilities. 5 loans, all right, 5 opportunities, but also what if someone slips and falls, sues you, and takes all you got? You got to learn about divisions today. Now, franchise, I'd like you to get one of those and understand on a franchise, or make sure you understand that every location. See, we're going to talk about how the bank and the grocery store bankrupt a piece. All right, wrote it off on their taxes, and they're still in business today. But you brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play. So let's do this today, please, because I want to turn everything you do into gold. Here's your 12 months goal list. I'd like to have you have $1 million in a corporate bank account tax-free. Dream house, $5 million in real estate, and some more franchises. You see, everybody's got the opportunity to have the golden dream. Problem is, most people don't know how to play. Kind of like you. You brought the pain home because you didn't know what to do. So let's think about something. Can you write down, borrow money is not taxable? Please write down cash flow, free up your time. Then I want you to write down leveraging money. You see, what you get to do is understand. If you had $1,000 today, if you put it to reference it by 3 times it by 5, in 45 working days it turns into $15,000. Now 5,000 turns into 75,000. See, leveraging money, there's 84 ways to play that too. Everybody says they want the American dream. But what did you do? You probably waste thousands of dollars in crap, bought a book, How to Make Money, Get Rich, or listen to some motivational speaker too. You really just need the money. Let me hand it to you, please. How much would you like? The money and the credit too? See, I told you, you got to plan the problem. Now write that down because we never know who's going to get in our way or try to take it away. Next, I want you to write down safety credit. Can you do that for me, please? Safety credit. Here's 2 cards at $50,000 apiece. But they're personal cards and I can't write it off. The interest rate of the card per the IRS's rules. But I got it. You know what most people do? Probably you. You got your SSN, which is Social Security card. You got some credit. Then you jacked it up, dropped your score, good stuck, couldn't anymore. See, here's what I want you to do. Listen carefully, because I'm going to give you some assignments and I expect them to be done. Yes, I will be telling you what to do. Since I know how to do a couple billion, you might want to listen to me just a little bit. On the back of your credit cards, please, I want to stick you there. I want you to write down with a limit, what's 25, what's 29%. Because I want you to understand something. The moment you jack up a card past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. Next, I'd like you to write down line of defense, please. You see, when you drive around in your city today, you see the grocery store, the bank. All right, you saw some empty ones, right? You see, they bankrupt that location, and they wrote off on their taxes, and they have other locations open today. You see, they know how to play. But you brought the pain home, went, boo-hoo, look at me. Stop it that way. Stick you behind every credit card today. Never bring the pain home, because you got me. I'll teach you how to play. Now look for that grocery store, that bank today. When you see an empty one, remember me, because it'll remind you what you could have done all along. Now my journey, kind of fun. You see, I got to be born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Yeah, she wanted a girl, so she gave me a girl's name. Hell, raised my middle name. And hell, today's her birthday. Somewhere out there, the woman who gave me birth that threw me away like a piece of trash. Oh, well, what can I say? Then you know what I got to do? I got to be with Mrs. Hope. Oh, my goodness, what a good name. Write down Getting Past Go, please. You see, Mrs. Hope took me to the Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 and picked me up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and always said, if you're not here, I'm going to leave you there to die. She got her weekly and monthly checks, but she was a she-devil from hell. See, I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought it kind of sucked. I got my first Lamborghini as a teenager. I got my Lamborghini collection too. And then I got my Duffys, my 6 mansions. I broke some world records as well. I parked my race boat in my backyard. All right, where you park yours? I got the helicopter. I got the yacht too. And don't forget about the Ferraris. Gotta have some fun. Now, why haven't you done this? If I can do this, stealing and begging off the pier, using what God gave me, and my mom and my daddy threw me away like a piece of trash, why don't you go get it? The only thing in your way after meeting me today will be you. Write down Ray's rules, please. See, everything I touch turns to gold. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 43 years ago. Well, it's called by Repackage in America, too. I like to repackage you today. Can you write down a corporation's a legal person, please? Please write that down right away. See, I learned that as a little boy. I started helping hand industries too. So what do we get to do? Oh, there's that coma. It kind of sucks. We're millions and billions of dollars helping people, and I get to die so someone came on my yacht with swine flu and pneumonia, and they killed me at 5:41 in the afternoon. That kind of sucks. But I made my promise to God to help people the rest of my life if He gave me one more chance to live. That's why I'm here helping you. You going to pay attention today? I pray that you do. Now, after the coma, I actually studied to get another PhD, so I got one of those too, and I'm a pastor, by the way, but I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect. All right, only God is, so the reality is I'm probably a sinner just like you. So what I'd like to do is this. Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, I want to hold your hand personally. I don't pass the buck, by the way. See, I have a dream to change the world before I die again. All right? See, I have the ability to change your life and add it to it, too. If you give me the chance, all right, I believe I can change everyone's life. I believe God gave me a gift that no one else has today. So if you like, let's do an inventory of yourself. You'll learn what that is at one of my blueprinting workshops, too. I want you to think about you. I want you to think about the checklist, your house, your car, your bank account, personal business, credit cards, and the goal list and your steps. Until you put this in writing and go get it, bottom line, it's just an idea. Now, most people, when they lose their job or have an emergency, what do? They run out of time, they run out of money, they jack it up again in 42 days, they bring the pain home. Is that what you did? I'm sure you did. Unfortunately, you shouldn't do that at all. Now, when I was training Ken Yarbrough years ago, it was fun. Let's see if I can train you just a little bit today. Can you write down Credit Services Act, please? You see, when you Google it, it'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. They'll tell you that credit repair is a scam. Now to collect money up front. Attorneys can't do credit repair. But see, what happens is some of you, you wrote the stupid letters, not mine, not late too. Let's build a relationship. Let's build your dream. Let's get you to the $1 million corporations like I've done for so many millions of people too. By the way, this is the Federal Trade Commission's information. All you got to do is pay attention today. Now, John's good on that commercial for the Experience and Boost. He looks pretty good. What do you think? But here's my problem with the Experience and Boost. You see, understand they moved out of the country years ago to Dublin, Ireland. They've been hacked 100 times. They've been indicted 100 times too. If you want to get one of their boosts for up to 16 points, register your electric bill, your gas bill, your cable bill too, and then your bank account. You got to go into your bank account, do their system. Now, I wouldn't do that if I was you, but that's up to you. You see, if they get hacked again, there goes your bank account. Like I told this client, why are you disconnected? They said it's an easy fix, so just reconnect your bank account too. Do you really want them to know what's in your bank account today? I'd like to get you what's called a rapid refresh. See, years ago working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough, that was fun. I came up with rapid scoring. A couple of years ago, I got a dream and a vision about rapid refresh. It actually pushes scores up to about 200 points. If you want your score to go up from 40 to 200 points, let me know. I can show you people from every day. 500 score, 157 points was 708. When I was done, they had an 820, by the way. See, you got a choice today if you want that 820. It'll take you about 90 working days. When I do the credit basically refreshing boost, I'll charge you $4.99. But then I'm going to guarantee it too. We take a Zelle because that actually expedites it for you. So if you want $4.99, there's a Zelle. That's all you got to do. Now the next thing we got to think about is going back to you. You see, you got your SSN, Social Security card, when you were a teenager like I did. Get your SSN, get a job. By the way, that was only for the 1040 tax return. So let's understand something today. Pull it out of your personal wallet today. Read it. You see, the first things I want you to remember, it says, do not laminate. Do not use for ID purposes. But did you put on an application? You did, so you broke the rules too. And you know what? There's the application we filled out as a teenager. We swore we were never use it as ID purposes. You broke the rules and the tools. Why don't you read the card? It says Property or Social Administration, not you. Ultimate goal, the creditors use it and abuse it too. A rapid refresh kind of blocks the crap and shoots your score up. Would you like to get an 820 today? Let me know. Building your millions and millions of dollars, kind of fun. You can go to my weekly workshops. I've done them for 40 plus years. Ultimate goal, I want to repackage your whole life. Your house, your car, your bank account too. Ultimate goal is up to you. I know everyone's got a sad story to tell. By the way, it's pretty simple. You see, as a kid, I was in a coma, and as an adult, you see, the bottom line is we all got a sad story. We could all play the little violin too. Bottom line is, let's go get it. Is that okay with you? When I was a little boy, I kept hearing the grown-ups say, money for a rainy day. In my life, it doesn't rain, it always pours. So I want you to basically understand at the workshops with me, I have them on Wednesday and Saturday too. You get to play. Now let's think about you right now. You need $5,000. You need it now. What happens is pretty simple to you. What do? You ask your friends, your family, the bank. They all say no. What are you going to do? Because you backed yourself in a corner. I want you to understand safety credit. You never had to basically bring the pain home in the first place. See, there's a 5,000 card in my hand. If I max that card out today, it's $50 a month. The average person wastes that every other day. Now, they do say that I don't know if it's true, you waste over $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take one of these 50,000 cards and I max it out, the payment is $612.26. So what the average person kind of wastes or pisses away on a given month, I think I should put it in a bottle called common sense. I would have got you 2 pizza restaurants, by the way. Could you do yourself a favor? All right, quit bringing the pain home, because you never had to do that in the first place today. So what do we get to do? Plan the problem. I'm sorry. All right, there's always something in the way or someone to take it away from you. But if you got your safety credit, master that too, and you got your line of defense, see it, believe it, go get it, nothing will be in your way besides you. Ultimate goal is up to you too. So let's think about this today. Let's write all our goals down. For me, I always believed in God and I believed in me. See, in 1981, I broke the world record for the highest kick, just to prove white men do jump. You see, those silly people said I can't do this or that. I don't listen to those dummies around me, do you? Remember something today. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you see it, believe it, go get it? Now, you might have to get yourself out of your own way. You got to go get it today. SSN, get a job, get a 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. This is the IRS's rules. It's public record to you. So what do we get to do? Aspirian, TransUnion, and Equifax. The moment you take a card past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. I expect to stick you in the back of your card. After the COVID is over and we go into an open forum with me, I'm going to ask to see your cards. If I don't see a stick you, I'm going to ask you to leave, because I want to get you to me and I want to clone me into you. All right? There's nothing else you need to do. So let's understand something today. You never had to bring the pain home anyway. Now, we are the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated, by the way, ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. So let's get that tablet and pen. Let's write down Ray's rules one more time again. Let's write down $100,000 of credit today. Never use more than 29%. That gives you $71,000 of safety credit in case there's a pandemic, in case you lost your job or there's blank hits the fan. When you use the wrong money steal it from you and the family, the credit, and roll the dice, hurt your family, could you stop that, please? You see, you never had to bring the pain home in the first place. You did it because of the lack of knowledge. We're going to make sure you learn how to play a little bit today, then get you in the workshops with me. It's called Ray's Rules, by the way. Now, I've been in 2 comas in my life. First, I was 5.5 years old when I went down that hill with the bicycle, hit my face. Pop! It's terrible. All right, see, I stopped the bicycle with my face that day. The bottom line in the last coma is in 2009. Kind of sucks. But the reality is I always fight for what I want. N1, H1, pandemic number 9. Well, guess what I got to do? There's my yacht, my race boat in my backyard. All right, there's the address too. Where you park yours, by the way. By the line, it's very simple. I got no BS to give you. The ultimate goal is, guess what you get to do? I'll basically show you exactly how I walked around for 5 weeks with an oxygen tank. I brought my score back to an 820. Then I popped a $1 million credit card again. I always have my closet divisions, 5 of them. Please write that down, please. You know, right by the line is one thing. Always have your closet divisions so you can have a backup for a backup, by the way. See, today we don't get a do-over. We get to live or die. I'd tell you where to mass, but half of you argue about that too. It takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Which one are you going to pick? That'll be up to you. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. Now, I've done this since I was a little boy. I remember being used and abused at 2.5 years old, crying my eyes out, looking in the mirror. Ever since then, I get up at 2:25 every morning. What did I do today? At 2:25, I went to my knees and said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. And then I went and looked in the mirror. Can you try this for me once, please? It's called Ray's Mirror Test. Go stare in the mirror and just look at yourself and ask yourself a couple questions. Have I completed everything I need to? The answer is no. Is there more to be done? Always. If you got up past 4:30 in the morning, you don't want it bad enough, do you? See, the problem is you ask your friends and family and they cloud your direction. Do yourself a favor. For 90 days, let me rebuild you. And shh, don't tell anybody what you're going to do. Because you're going to let them cloud your direction. Let's go get the money, by the way. You see, for money, I don't have to steal and beg off the pier. I don't have to be with Mrs. Hope using and abusing me too. Bottom line is pretty simple. Now, 9 out of 10 people hate their job anyway. Could be you. You know, we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. Eventually, they're going to fire you anyway. Then you're going to deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? See, the roller coaster of favor. We all have hurts, pains, worries. Life is not fair. I mean, wait, if your mommy and daddy threw you away like a piece of trash, wouldn't that piss you off too? God is great all the time. Always wondering what's next. I'm your next, by the way. Now, I want you to say this to yourself every day, every morning and afternoon. I've done it since I was a little boy. Please say, I'm important. I will become a corporate millionaire. I will drive the company car and I'll show the world who the hell I am. I've been doing that since day one, by the way. So you got a choice today. You might basically understand when I was Mrs. Hope, she-devil from hell, I listened to their stupid poker game. You know what they said? They said a corporation's a legal person. I went down to the library the next day. I asked the lady, what does this mean? Because they said a corporation's a legal person. You know what? Big deal. The problem is, you're looking for a blueprint, you're looking for instruction manual, so was I too. So what did I do? To start my first corporation, bring in 100,000, a million, and a billion too? I wrote the 12 books and CDs for you. You can have some fun if you want to. Now, $841 million of real estate before the coma. There's a book how I did it too. How to Be the Bank, Buckets, Money, and Tax Balancing too. Wrote those books and have fun. I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years in Los Angeles. Every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. a line around the hotel to get a hold of me. Now, I used to sell the books and CDs in my workshops for about $20,000 a pop. Right now, today, the sales team is selling all 18 books and CDs for $999 to you. I used to give you half price today, $4.99, but I got a group of people trying to help today, so I'm going to give it to you for $2.99. And if you don't do it, then you blew the opportunity. It's called Zell, now. That's up to you. Now, what I got to really do for all of you is rebuild your credit. A rapid rescore. If you got a corporation, I'll help build that too. If not, I'll hand you the articles, also the tax ID. What do I expect on the back of every one of your cards? A sticky. Limit. What's 25? What's 29%? You drop the score past 29%, you jack up that card, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. I got to make you the qualified CFO you need to be. This is up to you. See, I got to make you give to $1 million of history so I can build you as much credit as you want. So if you want to make some money, maybe we'll do real estate. Could be a fixer-up or a duplex and apartment complex. I still like franchises, by the way. If you don't want to run it, there's companies that will do that for you too. From here, when I was incorporating rich and famous people for years, that was kind of fun. I came up with 84 ways to leverage money, up to $100 million. Would you like some today? Now let's remember, on Saturday this week, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I got a 2-hour class about real estate. you might want to go there. It's $249. I got a stock kit in the afternoon as well too. It's a Bible the Corporation. That's $249 to you. Now, if you did both of them today, all right, and you Zelled $249, I'd give you both classes with me. You could actually spend the whole day online with me. Been doing this for 40 plus years. All right, helping people just like you. But again, that's an opportunity today, not tomorrow. All you got to do is Zell all the way. There's a Zell, the wire deposit today. Ultimate goal is up to you. Now, I want to talk about the Lamborghini collection at the time. See, here's the problem. Rich and famous people drive company cars, but not you. What do? Your car's registered to you, by the way. I'm sorry to say that makes you a duck. It should be a tax ID and division. You see, understand something today. You get a paycheck. They do call that taxable income, by the way. So if you're using that paycheck to pay the payment, the gas, registration, insurance, you might want to yell the word no right away and start driving a company car. Why not? Boom, boom, some more? Or you like being a duck today? Now, SSN equal to what? 1040 tax return. You got a job. SS 4 times 4. What does it say in line 10 here? Banking and credit purposes. So every card I get you, I can write off the card interest rate too. Ultimate goal is up to you. It's the IRS's rules. So what do we get to do? One SSN is a 1040. It makes you a duck. That's all you get to do. That's why you bring the pain home. SS 4 times 4. We get to play some more. Just like that bank and grocery store did. They shut down a piece. They got other locations today. It's the IRS's public record for you. So what do we get to do? Write down the pattern of 4, please. I wrote the rules in 86. It's basically starts setting up the pattern in the line of defense. Something goes wrong with a piece, a division like a bank or a grocery store. What are we going to do? We're going to bankrupt the piece, keep the other pieces, and never bring the pain home. Why'd you bring the pain home? What's wrong with you? The only card you get past 29% happens to be a gold or a platinum, by the way. Now, let's understand. I'll get you one card. Would you like a group of 10? This is a pack of 10. This could be up to $1 million. Could be up to $10 million of credit for you. So if you want one, pretty simple. If you want the pack of 10, I usually charge about $10,000. Today, all right, I'll get you the one card for $9.99, and what I'm going to do is give you the pack of 10 for the same price. You don't want the pack of 10? It's $6.99 without the pack of 10. That'll be up to you. There's the Zelle wire deposit today. Now, divisions, the way I wrote the rules in 86 is kind of fun. So if I prepared 3 of the divisions for you, and I send them to you right away, you're going to sign it, mail it away today too. When it comes back, I'm going to give you the 3 tax IDs and a history up to $1 million of credit. Now, what I always do when I do a pack of 3, I always want to turn around and do it for about $6.99. Sales team sells them for about $1,500. So there's the Zelle wire deposit today. Ultimate goal, if you allow me to, for every SS4 I do, I'll build you some credit. It's an Aspire and Equifax TransUnion certified credit report for the SS4. Not you anymore. You never had to bring the pain home, by the way. So guess what we get to do? SS4 times 4. Divisions should be for what? Real estate, franchise, current business. Understand, I like to get you $100,000 to $1 million card. Would you like 1 or 2? Still like to get you up to $100,000 of credit for you. It's all safety credit. Never bring the pain home ever again. Ray's rules are pretty simple. SSN equal to what? 1040 tax return. SS4 times 4. What did it say in line 10 again? It's right in front of you. It says banking and credit purposes, by the way. This is just the IRS's rules. You just got to put the pattern together like I did as a kid. Now, one thing I do when I add history, you get green lights. You get some of these in the mail. Do not apply for credit. Do not screw up what I'm trying to do for you. She didn't listen, so she got a $300 card on her own. He listened, and I got him a $1,000 card. No, I owed him $1,000 and got him one for $3. If I get you to listen, maybe I can get you some pops and credit for you too. Credit rebuilding, rapid rescore, CFO up to an 820. Think, I'm going to hand you a $1,000 card back. What I've always done for years and years is give you 2 times to 10 times the credit back to you to take away all your excuses. Articles, also this tax ID for free. if you want it today. Set up on level 1 on Wednesdays and Saturdays. That's free. And what you get, instead of $9.98, all right, I'm going to charge you $4.99 half price today. During the webinar, all right, if you Zelle the $4.99, they give you the 12 books and CDs called the Millionaires Founders Kit. Now, if you want to be a millionaire, I can't do that for you because that's called silly and dumb. Because if you got $1 million paycheck, you only keep $375. But let's remember, IRS's rules, you get a paycheck, you got the leftover, you pay your bills, or you're broke. Corporations bring in millions and billions of dollars, pay all their bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. That's how they get to play. Which way would you like to play today? You see, I like to get you the $10,000 of credit. I double the credit on the webinar with me. $9.99, you get all the goodies too. That's 25 times the credit back to you. If you sell $9.99 right away, you're going to get the 12 books and CDs for free. Next one is called Millionaires in the Making Workshop. You get all the goodies too, but this one comes at $25,000 of credit. 25 times back to you means your fee would be $1,999 today. If you Zelled it, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. Ultimate goal, Zell, now. It's up to you. If you give me some referrals, I give you another 1,000 of credit. 5 referrals, you get 10,000 of credit today. See, the ultimate goal is up to you. You could be watching me on Google, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're missing the PowerPoint in front of me, you might want to go to rayswebinar.com. Get the full overview and never bring the pain where? Home ever again. So let's understand something today. When I heard as a kid a corporation's a legal person, I wrote it down. It's not legal advice at all. It's chapter 18. Can we read it together today? A corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. You know what happened? The United States of America Incorporated set up their line of defense. All states are corporations, by the way, and every corporation called a state set up the cities. The cities are corporations too. Why haven't you set up your line of defense? That's why the whole system is set up today. They planned the problem just in case they came over the Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act too. Isn't it time you step up to the plate and realize you are we the people? This is your constitutional right. Nixon took the gold standard out, gave him the key to the printing press. SS what? N, get a job, 1040 tax return. Every hospital is federally mandated, literally, to hand mama an SSN form within 3 hours left after the baby's born. Mama don't sign the form, baby can't go in the stroller, car seat can't go home at all. Mama's going to sign the form. What do you think? Stop bringing the pain home. You never had to. Rich and famous people, all right, they play the game. Cities do. And the grocery store and the bank in your city today. You see, on Saturdays at 1 o'clock, I give you your status update. Worst thing I'd ever ask you to do is 2 things. And then I have to wait for you to follow through. I got a 100% success rate, by the way. Sometimes I just have to wait for you on those 1 or 2 things. Now, Walt Disney, all right, what did they do? It's in Newsweek. They call him the Loophole King. They didn't want to pay tax on $1 billion. They wrote an IOU to themselves. If Mickey can play the game, so can you. But again, you got to listen and learn. Now, online it says trade lines. By the way, look at the Fair Lending Act. Then it says you don't have to guarantee. That's called BS on both of those today. In the beginning, you need cash credit. Cash. 8 cards per division, 9 lines of credit. Then we think about supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. Still got to make you the qualified CFO you need to be. That's just the truth. Bottom line today, the repackaging program, Rapid and CFO, $820, $1,000 card back to you, and you get the officer's list, tax city, and corporation. All right, and the setup in level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday, you stuck with me for free. Guess what? There's no more excuses for you. Half price today is $4.99. And if you sell it right away, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. Call the Millionaires Founders Kit. Ultimate goal is for you. Starter package for a millionaire. Kind of fun. This one's $10,000 of credit. Your fee with all the other goodies is $9.99. Ultimate goal, you still get the 12 books and CDs for free. You got a choice today. The Millionaires in the Making workshop too. $25,000 of credit. All the goodies, it's $1,999 to you. And you get the 12 books and CDs for free. If you Zelda like now. Zell. There you go today. Old opportunities knocking. You going to answer the door? Mr. Buffett is smart. Why? He uses borrowed money to buy real estate, properties, and businesses. And then he stock and transfer stock. See, borrowed money is not taxable. He's got almost every company he ever got in his life for free. By the way, it's your turn to play today. You ready to roll the dice? As an affiliate, I'll tell you, my dashboard say authorized users kind of crap. All right, trade lines are crap too. You still got to be a qualified CFO. That's what happens at the end of the day. Look up the Fair Lending Act so you know the truth. Now, I got my specialty classes all the time too. And what happens is simple. Saturday, you got real estate at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for $2.49. Stock kits in the afternoon for $2.49. Stock kit is the Bible of the corporation, by the way. So both of those classes today during the webinar, I'm going to give you two for the price of one at $2.49. You don't do it while I'm doing the webinar? Sorry. Talk to sales later on because they won't give it away. They make a commission today. So the ultimate goal is there's Zell, now. It's up to you. So what are we going to do now? Well, I created daisy chaining of credit, turning cards into 99 more, 113 different ways. We're only going to do corporate credit. It's the only thing the IRS allows us to write off today. The credit cards, the interest rate, and the line of credit too. You ready to play? Please don't have the intent to rip anybody off and defraud them too. Here's a corporation. Pretty simple. We're going to get credit to the corp, set up the line of defense, and have our divisions. They're pretty cheap, by the way. And that's the line of defense. Those are the ducks, in case something goes wrong. What do we get to do? We get to do what the rich and famous people did in the Wells Fargo and the cities, too. Got a bad division, we're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save the piece, bankrupt the piece, keep the other pieces, but we're not going to bring the pain where? Home ever again. Why would you do that in the first place? It's kind of like when you bought your first house or bought a house today. Escrow closed, homestead recorded into a trust. If your assets are not in a trust today, good luck, because someone sues you, they take it away. If you die, it tends to be in probate, and your family got diddly squat. See, when you fix up a property today, you're probably going to hire a contractor that hires a subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Remember, I told you to plan the problem. What if they cut corners, slip and fall, and they sue you, take everything you got today? What if you did it my way? And you think about quick, clean deed, anything into a division, an assignment of equity too. At the end of the day, if they try to sue you, they make sure you get diddly squat. Why not? You got a choice to protect your assets too. If you don't have a trust, maybe you'll look up good, irrevocable trust. That's what I would pick if I was you, but you got to pick what you want to. The problem I meet with some people once in a while, they try to play peekaboo with the IRS and make a mess. The IRS is the rule book. It'll tell you corporations pay tax when they make a profit. Play by the rules, please. If you didn't in the past, go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 of 433A and B. Please remember, get your COVID-19 check, get your butt back in the system today. You got a choice to learn how to play, and let me do the work for you too. Let's understand, I'm one of the original OPMs, by the way, other people's money. I'd like you to set up the 4 divisions the way I teach in level 1 in setup class. Go to the manufacturer, save up to 70%. I don't want you to pay a bill for 30 to 69 days anyway. I want you to use their money to fix up that property today. Escrow closes, it pays off the debt. Now you get up to $200,000 left over. Don't act like you're rich, because you're not. Understand, if you had $10,000 to $100,000 in the past, you kind of pissed it away and you're broke today, guess what you get to do? Write down Ray's rules, leverage your money. Borrow money's not taxable, by the way. Set up the line of defense. You see, here's my building before the coma. It was only 22,000 square feet in Irvine Spectrum. Okay? Having the bank come to me almost every day going, Banks love when you got money, they always kiss your assets. And if you don't have a pot to piss in, hell, they don't know your name. Why don't we learn how to take that money from that escrow and leverage it? Banks borrow from the feds times 10, loan back 5 to you. So what do we get to do? Create up to $3 million of credit. It's called leveraging money and raise rules. Hey, let's use $2 million of that, go buy McDonald's today. You want a Big Mac or fry and a chocolate shake too? You got a choice today. Borrow money's not what? Taxable? Cash flow free per time? Leveraging money? If you had 1,000, it can become 15,000. 5 can become $75,000 in 45 working days. You could learn how to play. The only card you get past 29% is a gold and a platinum, as long as they're paid over time. Understand that too? So if you want 1, okay. If you want the 10, I'll give you that too. I charge to build up 1 about $9.99. If you don't want the 10 pack of 10, $6.99, I'll build it up for you. Ultimate goal, Zell, now. That's all you got to do. Now, don't worry, Mrs. Fishborn and Lawrence is my clients in the past. Mr. Clinton, too. And guess what we got to do? So was Michael, God rest his soul, Kirk and Vane. Arnold was, too, and Kevin Costner as well. And from my neck of the woods, from where I was born, this is Free Ray, Ricky Ross, too. Ultimate goal like a college professor. You see, Michael J. gave me this today. All right, you're unbelievable. Every time I fall, you're there to pick me up. Now you're helping my son. All I can say is, wow. That's kind of 9 today. Beating your doubt. Running your own race. I like to hold your hand the rest of my life if you allow me to. We got a choice. Now think about cash flow for you per time. If I take $100,000 card, corporate card, interest rate card, I get to write it all off. Take $50,000 off the card. Look up C191D. I'm going to loan it to 5 people. $10,000 apiece to help them save their house. I'm going to file a second trust deed, a homestead blocker, and a UCC1 chattel mortgage too. Don't worry, I'll teach you that at the workshop on Saturday, 7 a.m. I invented those as well years ago. Now this, I'm going to call that company, it's my money, I want it now. See, they factor within 24 hours. In other words, they hand you the money back. So what happens today? I get to write off the card I got to use called corporate credit, interest rate and card too. I created $2,449 per month. Cash flow. You get to design the cash flow you want based on the cards that I build you. How about 4,800? How about 7,347? How much would you like to generate as a paycheck to break even today? That's the true cash flow for you per time, by the way. Ultimate goal? I won't show any mansions that I'd obtained myself, from the helicopter to the yacht. Gotta get you past go. I think you're kind of stuck. This was God's gift, by the way. I parked my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours again? Ultimate goal, helicopter, Lamborghini, and building too? Why not? Now, what I'd like you to think about is change your driver's license today. You see, the other day you wrote a check and you gave me your driver's license and your house got robbed the next day. Or you might think about just protecting your assets too, and use Ray's rules and never bring the pain home ever again. You could use a P.O. box or mailing address if you want to, but that's up to you. Ultimate goal, you got the Driver's Protection Act as well. Now, the last time you bought a car, what did you do? You let someone sweat you for hours on end. Literally, you lost $5,000, up to 9 inquiries. When they gave you the paper and said, we got to run your credit, when you signed it, you should have put down, allows 1 inquiry, you should have took a picture. But you don't allow that to happen anymore. See, you allow people to use and abuse you, your friends and family too. So today, the car you're driving today is registered to you. Isn't that nice? You're a duck, quack, quack some more. I just like to show you some millions and millions and billions of dollars of goodies, mansions, buildings, cars, all kinds of goodies. You see, I like to build your corporation called the Dream Corporation. I want to do the work for you, most of it, and have you at the workshop with me. I got no excuses, neither do you. You drive that car that's registered to you to the groceries or the bank today, and a little bumpity bump occurs, they're going to act like they got whiplash. They're going to ask for driver's license, insurance, registration, please. And then you're going to go, I wish I would have listened to Ray. Guess what? The driver's license, should it be your home address? That's up to you. Corporation could pay for the insurance before your paycheck did. And you're the registered owner. Why would you be a registered owner of a car? That makes you a duck. Don't you think they're going to call one of these bloodsucker attorneys off TV and sue you and take everything you got? You got to get to my setup class on Wednesdays and Saturdays to turn around and make sure the registered owner of any car is a division, not you. So at the end of the day, when they try to sue you, they get diddly squat. Why not? You got to protect your ass. It's correctly. Remember the grocery store and the bank today? They have empty locations and they're still in business today, but not you. You brought the pain home because why? I don't know. It's called silly and dumb. Because you didn't know the rules how to play. Got a problem with the division? Keep the other pieces. Never bring the pain where? Home ever again. Divisions are fun for me because I like getting you 3. Tax IDs, preparing their work, you sign it, mail it away, and had a bunch of history too. Now I give away 3 at a time for $6.99 today. Office sales are $1,500. But that's only good during the webinar. I had 3 people this morning call sales after the 10-minute expired. They all said like this and this. Sorry, we get a commission. We're not giving it away. Just because Ray does today doesn't mean we got it too. So you zell now. Ultimate goal. My wife asked me to take the yacht out on July 3rd for July 4th. I filled it up, $1,600. Wrote off the car, the interest rate of the car too, and the yacht. Why not? There's the address, by the way. I'm always from Show Me State. Got to die the next day? That kind of sucks. But I made a promise to God to help people the rest of my life. That's why I'm here trying to help you. You going to pay attention today? 5 weeks with an oxygen tank? Had to put my score back to an 820 and I popped a $1 million card again within 6 weeks. See, God's using me to help you today. I pray you're going to pay attention. See, this building, this Lamborghini, say the Reynolds University. See, I understand one thing. Reach the dream. Think it'd be the impossible. I've heard no 1,000,000 times to 1,000,000,000 times no from a bunch of dummies. Don't you listen to those dummies today. Ray's rules will get you there no matter what they have to say or do. Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. No excuses for you. And the Saturday classes are during the week too. You get to go to what? A real estate class on Saturday at 7 a.m. for 2 hours with me, learning Homestead Blocker, UCC one, Chattel Mortgage too. $249. How to get real estate through the corporation and divisions. Pretty simply without even guaranteeing. Stock kits in the afternoon, by the way. That's $249 too. If you want both, if you did it during the webinar, now, I'll give you both classes for $249. 2 for the price of 1. You don't do it right away? Oh well, you blew it. That's on you. Bottom line is sales will love to sell you. All right, Zelle, wire, deposit today. Now. Motivation. I listen to it every day. I really do. But if they're not handing you the money and the credit, I'm sorry to say it's just BS. Let's talk about your story today. All right, let's get you the 820 up to 100,000 of credit called safety. Let's get you a corporation divisions up to $1 million. Let's get you to stop being stuck, by the way. Ultimate goal, what's next for you is me. Don't worry, not everybody likes me, not everybody likes you. I'll get you to $1 million, at least I guarantee that. See how far you want to try. And we can play to the billion. Building your millions, kind of fun. That's why you go to the workshops with me on Wednesdays and Saturdays. By the way, to repackage your whole life. House, car, and bank account too. Now the books and CDs, all 18 books and CDs today that I wrote years ago, is half price today. I cut another deal for that because I'm trying to help some people raise some money. It's $2.99 if you sell it like now. Ultimate goal is up to you. You don't sell it, then you blew it. Rebuilding your credit, CFO, 820 rapid rescore, $1,000 card back to you. Articles also has tax ID for free and setup level 1 for Wednesday and Saturday for 3 months for free. Instead of $9.98 today, it's $4.99, and you get that 820 score, and you get the 12 books and CDs called the Millionaires Founders Kit too. Now what's wrong with you? You wasted thousands, something else didn't work. Here, this is guaranteed or your money back. Starter package, by the way, $10,000 of credit for the starter package for a millionaire, $9.99. 12 books and CDs for free if you sell it right away. Millionaires in the Making workshop, $25,000 of cash credit. $1,999 today. 12 books and CDs for free. All you got to do is Zell now. No excuses for you. How did the 14th Amendment turn corporations into people? You see, the United States of America Incorporated, by the way, they set up their 50 states. They're corporations too. What did the states set up? They set up the divisions. That's their line of defense. My only question to all of you, why haven't you set up yours? I don't understand why you've not set it up before. It's all up to you. Never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, escrow, homestead, escrow, put it in a trust. All corporations should have up to $1 million of credit. Divisions, real estate, franchise, current business. The line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. Master Ray's rules, by the way. Ultimate goal is up to you. Plan the problem, please. Safety credit, a lot more to learn about that. Line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it today. Don't forget the sticky. Don't forget not to bring the pain home. Don't forget to look for that grocery store in the bank today. When you see an empty one, remember me. They bankrupt that location. They have a little locations today, but what did you do when you brought the pain home? You see, the American dream, everybody talks about it. I want to hand you the money and the credit. I don't have any excuses, but neither do you. Receiving money every month, pay all your bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time. Always set up the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. Raise rules. 1,000 rules to million, 20,000 for billion. Last and final chance of the day. $1,000 card back to you. Articles, offices, tax ID for free. This will let you go to the workshop tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. You miss that, that's kind of silly and dumb, by the way. I'm going to show you how to set up your divisions. Ultimate goal, half price today is $4.99. And you're going to get the 12 books and CDs for free. Starter package for Millionaires, same as the previous, but you get 10,000 of credit here. $9.99 to you. Ultimate goal, 12 books and CDs for free. Millionaire in the making, $25,000 of credit and all the same goodies too. $1,999 to you. And by the way, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. If you Zelle it now. When again? Now. There's your Zelle wire deposit. At the end of the day, we got to stay safe and strong. If you're wondering what's next to come, let it be you and me. Let us always remember life is a gift from our Father in heaven. God has given us opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day, give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen to that. If I can do this, being used and abused as a kid, had to steal and beg off the pier, had a mother and father threw me away like a piece of trash, okay? You can do this too. No more excuses for you. I use that pissed off to go get it to prove them wrong. It works for me. How about you? You got 800 toll-free, 510-3338. If you're not calling that number today, sorry, you're just going to stay stuck. It's 800-510-3338. The ultimate goal is for you. And don't forget, I got to do my best all through the day as God does the rest. Amen to that too.